Identifying the ethical risks of artificial intelligence is only the first step. The next challenge for any society is determining how to set rules that govern its use to people who never personally agreed to take the risks. Like building codes or food safety laws, these rules create a baseline of public safety. There is also a case for restraint. Clumsy rules can slow innovation or make it easier for large companies to dominate a market because only they can afford the cost of compliance. The global debate has shifted away from whether rules are needed toward a struggle over which specific risks to target and how strict those targets should be. Governing AI is uniquely difficult for 4 reasons. Technology moves faster than lawmaking, creating a pacing problem where rules are often outdated before they are passed. Additionally, AI is not one industry. It is used in medicine, hiring, and finance, each requiring different oversight. National laws also struggle to govern a technology built in one country, hosted in another, and used worldwide. Finally, many systems are technically opaque, making them difficult for regulators to inspect or explain. Because these traits bypass traditional legislative boundaries, different regions are forced to develop their own distinct governance blueprints. The European Union has developed one of the world's most comprehensive approaches. The EU AI Act is built on risk-based regulation. This means restrictions are applied based on a system's potential to cause harm, rather than just the technology it uses. Applications are sorted into categories. Unacceptable uses like social scoring are banned, while high-risk uses in hiring or medical devices require strict safeguards. Limited-risk systems, such as chatbots, must be transparently labeled, while minimal-risk uses remain largely unrestricted. As of early 2026, the rollout has been adjusted to move certain compliance deadlines for high-risk systems into 2027 and 2028. These rules often shape global standards because companies prefer to build one product for all markets. This is reinforced by the GDPR, which already regulates how AI systems can use personal data in Europe. The European Union has prioritized protecting fundamental rights, accepting higher compliance costs to ensure these protections remain intact. The United States has taken a different path. There is no single federal AI law. Instead, AI is governed through existing consumer laws, executive actions, and sector-specific rules focused on encouraging competitiveness. While federal policy focuses on innovation, individual states have moved ahead. Dozens of states have introduced over 1,000 AI-related bills to fill the legislative void. Colorado updated its rules in 2026, narrowing the scope to focus on transparency and automated decision-making technology, with requirements taking effect in 2027. This state-by-state approach has fueled a debate over federal preemption. Companies argue that uncoordinated rules are too costly, while advocates argue states must be free to protect their residents. The United States relies on a fragmented system, betting that a lighter federal touch allows its industry to move faster than global competitors. These two strategies highlight a divergence in how global powers view the future of technology. Europe prioritizes rights through a broad risk-based law, while America emphasizes innovation through a patchwork of existing rules. Their tensions also differ. Europe balances safeguards against compliance costs, while the U.S. balances state protection against national consistency. This forcing companies to navigate 2 different realities, innovating for the American market while engineering rigorous compliance to operate in Europe. Laws are not the only mechanism for setting boundaries. Soft law refers to voluntary frameworks and internal policies. They do not carry criminal penalties, but they can move faster than legislation to shape corporate behavior. The NIST AI Risk Management Framework provides organizations with a methodology for building and maintaining trust through 4 distinct phases. Those phases are: govern the internal culture, map the context of use, measure the identified risks, and manage the necessary actions. The voluntary framework spread through corporate contracts because markets demand that companies prove they have exercised a reasonable level of care. Soft law is often the first step toward formal rules, crossing national borders and providing an immediate baseline for corporate responsibility. We have covered the structural difficulties of governance, the EU's risk-based tiers, the US patchwork, and the impact of voluntary standards. Because regulation attempts to track a moving target, this information is a 2026 snapshot of an evolving landscape rather than a permanent legal map. The global policy landscape remains in motion, acting as an ongoing, real-time negotiation to balance technological benefits against systemic risks.